Now, where were you born? In West Virginia?
West Virginia, Kimball, West Virginia.
Kimball.
Kimball. K-I-M-B-A-L-L.
Okay. And how did you happen to come over here to Lebanon?
Well, I was 7 and they drugged me down here, so I had to come. No, my father was a miner and he lost a leg, so his people was from Lebanon, so
you came back here
to Lebanon. Yes.
Okay, and did you grow up here then as a child?
I grew up here.
All right, you're I think one of the first persons today I've talked to that was actually born here.
Really?
And has been here. So you've been here all of your life then?
Since I was 7 years old.
Since you're 7, that's pretty much a lot of it, isn't it? So, do you know exactly when your birthday is? Do you know when your birthday is?
Yeah, 10/1/21.
21.
Next month. I mean, October 1.
All right, it's just around the corner then.
Yeah, why do you ask me, do I know when my birthday
well,
is?
I just want to know.
I'm still...
No.
Don't mind me, I could have. I'm 90.
Oh.
I could have.
You're 90 years old.
Yes, I will be the 1st of October.
I should do so good when I get to be 90.
Thank you. I'm blessed. It's a blessing.
That's a wonderful thing. Now, do you have children that live here?
No, I'm a loner here.
Are you?
Yeah.
About friends. Have some friends that you still... And you have a church that you...
I have a church and I work and I bowl and...
You bowl?
Do whatever.
You belong to a bowling team?
Yeah.
Well, good for you. Have you always done that?
Pretty much.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, bowling was such a thing that so many people did back in the 1950s and 60s. And
yeah, I did it. Now, I've lived here most of my life, but I did live away about 50 years. I've been back here about 30 years.
And what did you, when you went away, where did you live?
Well, I lived in Richmond, Washington, New York.
Well, you were all over the place.
All over, yeah.
Okay, and what kind of, did you work?
Domestic worker mostly. My last few years, my last 7 years, I drove a cab in Washington, D.C.
Oh my goodness. You're a brave lady.
No, people are good. People are good. I mean, you know.
Yeah. And so I want to talk to you about diabetes.
Okay.
And so when you hear the word diabetes, what do you think about?
My feet hurt. I think about, how much time do we have here?
Oh, we have about half an hour.
Okay, I'll tell you what I think about. About 2 years ago, I met a lady from Bristol. And she came to my house at the time, and her feet was hurt. And she says, I have sugar, I'm diabetic. Well, I knew her anyway, but it wasn't any time, seems like, that she was losing toes. Then she lost her feet. Then she lost her leg. Next thing I know, the lady died. So that's the scary part when I think about diabetes. So I'm very careful about my diabetes.
How long have you had diabetes?
I have known 2 years maybe. Did you know, I forget names too, they died not long ago?
Ted Flack.
Ted.
Knew of him.
Yeah. Ted was a wonderful person. When I complained about my feet hurting, the lady I worked with called Ted, and Ted came to me and was very good and talked to me about diabetes. So less than 3 years, I think.
Okay. And are you doing pretty good with it?
Yeah, I think so.
So how did you, was it your feet that made you go to the doctor to see what was going on?
Unfortunately, no. I was going to the doctor and complained about my feet, and he said I had neuropathy, which is nerves. I have learned since. He said I was borderline diabetic. Ted says there's no such thing as being borderline.
Yeah, a lot of people agree with Ted. Yeah.
But I've just been sort of doing what I'm supposed to do. I started eating like I should. I lost a few pounds, and I'm doing good. Doing good. My feet hurt,
Yeah.
but
You're taking good care.
try to.
Now, do you get much activity? Besides, you go bowling.
I bowl.
You do that once a
Right
week?
now, I go to curves. I park and walk to my house, and I work, so I'm walking. You know, I don't have a sit-down job.
So you
So
volunteer at the
I'm
Christian
on my
Center.
feet and walking.
You volunteer at the Christian Center.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
no, I don't volunteer. I work for experience work.
Okay.
A lot of people think I volunteer, but it's a job. I work for experience work.
So you're a busy lady.
Well, thank God that I can stay busy, you know. I stay up late and I hate to get up, and I thought, oh, if I didn't have to get up, and I thought, well, what would I do if I don't get up? I get up, sit in the chair, and go back to sleep. You know.
So you have yourself a routine.
Yes.
You get up in the morning and you have some breakfast.
I eat some breakfast and I go to work. And I work till 3 o'clock. And I come home and look at television.
Go to sleep.
And no, don't go. I refuse to go to sleep. Once in a while I do, but I refuse to go to sleep. I like to work outside, but at 90 it's getting a little hard to work outside. So,
Yeah.
But I stay pretty busy.
You have any handcrafts or hobbies?
I crochet.
Do you? That's a lost art. Not too many young women know how to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Never do they? Used to be everybody knew how to crochet or quilt or knit or something.
I stay pretty busy. I try to. I don't sit around too much because I will go to sleep and I don't like to go to sleep.
And do you, you're involved with your church?
Yes. I go to Emmanuel Baptist up on Cleveland Road, and on 1st of October, my birthday, they're throwing me a big party.
Well, that's wonderful.
I guess.
Now,
All my family is coming in, and I just got rid of my family. We had family reunion, and I just got rid of them. So
here they come again, huh?
here they come again. Please don't mind me. I cut up.
No, that's great. I love it.
Life is about life and then enjoying life, you know. Life and then not crying.
So what's kept you healthy? Because even though you have diabetes now, you've had a really long, pretty healthy life.
Yes.
So what's the secret?
What can I say? God. That's all I can say, God.
Yeah. Now, did you have?
And just loving people and being nice, you know. You have to love people and be nice to people.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, about 10 or 11 I had.
Oh.
And there's 3 of us still living. I have 2 sisters still living.
Now, did they live close by?
Yeah, one's in New York and one's in D.C.
Oh, okay. They're
The
all
ones
spread
that's
out.
troublemakers is coming for my birthday.
Is that right? and bringing little ones?
No, no, they don't have any. Well, I have one great grand, but she's 16.
Mm.
Now the little ones won't come. I have a niece. It's birthday. I said, yeah, she's got to come on my birthday, and she did.
That's right.
She has a little one. I said, she has to come on my birthday, and she did. You from around? You're not from around here.
Bristol.
Yeah, Lou Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
Know
I
Lou
know
Barrett? Her granddaughter. When her daughter was pregnant, I said she got to come on my birthday, and she did. So,
Oh, that's nice.
so I have at least 3 people.
Oh, that's good.
And Lou Barrett is the one that started the birthday thing.
Oh,
She wants me to have this birthday.
yeah.
But, you know.
So how do you take care of yourself? Did you have to change very much about your diet? Was that something you had to do?
I had to start counting carbs, not calories, carbs. And I do. And just cut back.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Was it hard for you to learn how to do that?
Not at the time, because I was pretty shook. After this lady I'm telling you about died, I was pretty shook. So I had a book to go by, and I counted my carbs for each meal, which I need to do again because I was successful in losing some weight then.
Mm-hmm.
I weighed about 180, and I got down to 160.
Mm-hmm.
So I was successful in that. I'm all right. You know, I don't have any real problems.
That's excellent.
I
That's
don't have any
good.
real problems.
So I'm very interested in this bowling you do.
Yeah.
So do you belong to
A league
a
up
league?
at Belfast, up at Claypool Hill.
Uh-huh. And you go bowling once a week, or?
I bowl once a week on Monday night. And,
Are you good?
no. Try to hold my average. But when I bowl with a group of ladies, and one lady's in her 80s, and she said, oh, she can bowl. She ain't as old as I am. So they came to me and they said, how old are you? And I said, well, at that time I was about 88. They went back and told their mother how she's 88. Said, you know, you're not near their age. But I called her to see if we were bowling, and before I could say, I don't know if I can bowl because I'm getting arthritis,
Mm-hmm.
she said, I don't know if I can bowl because I got arthritis in my hand. So that took care of that. So we have 2 old ladies with arthritis, but it's fun.
That's the important thing, isn't it?
Yes, it's fun.
Having some fun together.
It's fun.
Yeah. Do you belong to any other groups within the
I
community?
think it's all ages.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Now, what about your church? How involved are you with your church?
Well, at 90, I guess I'm the mother of the church. That's what they call me. And no special involvement at this time. Just do what needs to be done. We have a new pastor. He picks on me, so I enjoy him. And you just go to church when you're supposed to go to church.
Now, do y'all have those big dinners? Do you have those big church dinners like some folks do?
If we have anything, we are known to have big dinners.
Mm-hmm.
But just to have a big dinner, no. But if we have programs or anything, we are known to do big meals.
Now, do you have other folks in your church that have diabetes besides you?
Well, there is, but they don't talk about it, and I don't either.
Really?
I know they have diabetes, but
How come you don't talk about it?
well, everybody just don't like to talk about it, I guess. You know, some people just don't like to. If I mention I've got diabetes, they've got diabetes too. But,
So you don't talk to one another about it? There's a support group here
And
Do you ever go?
to church.
Yeah.
Baptist
At the
church.
Baptist church?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You were there last time.
So you've gone to that?
I've gone. I do go when I'm not bowling. It's always on Monday night.
All right.
Ted, poor Ted used to get upset with me. You better stop bowling, come. Ted, I got the bowls. But when I'm not bowling, I go.
Okay, so those people talk about diabetes. When you go to those support meetings, you talk about diabetes.
Well, now again, I told you I don't hear well. People do talk, but I think the most I hear is, do you do the blood thing and all that stuff? But I don't hear too much talking.
Yeah.
They do a lot of talking.
During the meeting, we talk about it.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to get a loudspeaker so you can hear better.
Well, if I can hear with 2 hearing aids, what good's the loudspeakers?
I don't know.
See, when a group of people talk, I can't.
Yes.
Don't understand.
Yeah. It does make a difference because of all of the sounds. Yeah.
No. I think I guess the most, I won't say exciting, so to speak, but I got excited at one meeting when they said, you talk about keeping your sugar down, you know, and it should never get so high. And somebody said something about 500. I said, well, can you live if it's 500? She said, oh yeah, look at that man over there. He's walking, he's living. His sugar's 500. I was impressed with that, you know.
Way too high though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you really have to start worrying about
Yeah.
those feet then, wouldn't you? What's your blood sugar run?
I try to keep it, I check it twice a day. And from 86 to 140.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I don't like the 140.
Yeah. It's a
But
little high, but still,
well,
compared to
it's
500.
usually in the morning, and the doctor told me that your liver makes sugar overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So now when it gets 86, I have a big dish of ice cream or something.
Celebrate.
Yeah. But I don't like 100, 110 is what I like.
Uh-huh.
And I try to stay in that range.
Now in the community here, actually all across the nation now, there is a big concern about the number of younger children getting type 2 diabetes. Do you see that as a problem here in Lebanon County?
Well,
Excuse me,
unfortunately, I did not go to the children's outing for diabetes, so I don't know of any.
Do you see children overweight and here in the community?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
What do you think we should do about it?
Well, it's a long story. You have to start with the parents, and people have to learn to have home life for the children, not grabbing them and running out to help yourself to all of this food and stuff. You know, I think that's a problem. And you know, children will eat. They don't.
Mm-hmm. What was it like when you were a child?
Don't ask.
Different?
Oh, much different.
Yeah. What was
I think I was the last one at the table licking the bowl.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was just as I said, my father lost his leg in the mines, and my mother was the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
When I was coming up around here, social services wasn't what it is today, so there was not a lot to
Right.
get from social services.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the fact that there's prejudice you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you was black, you didn't get too much.
Mm-hmm.
But my mother worked out. But we had fun. It was fun. I think. Now, I sometimes wonder what the rest of my siblings thought, but I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm. And where were you at? Were you the youngest or the
No. About middle, I guess. Middle ways. But it was, I thought it was fun. Life was fun.
Did you, as a child, did you have jobs? Did you have to do work?
Yes, I started working when I was 7, I guess. Was when I started to school.
Mm-hmm.
I started working, making 25 cents a day. A week, I guess.
What was your job?
Well, I used to take care of a little boy called Sonny Fugit. I used to go and wash dishes for a lady. Had to stand on a Coca-Cola box. You know, Coke used to come in a box.
Right.
Wooden box. Had to stand on that to wash dishes and just... Otherwise, I'm home going and carrying wood where my father cut wood to keep us warm. That's where the fun came in. All that was fun.
You didn't see it as
My mother was a breadwinner, but my father was a housekeeper, and he kept house, and he told us stories, and he read books, and Uncle Remus, and all those good things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He also would cut wood, and he built us swings and seesaws. I think we were the only black kids in the neighborhood that had that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun to me.
So your house was probably where everybody wanted to come and play.
Yeah.
Now, did you have to walk to school?
Yes.
How far?
We're downtown Lebanon now, and I live in Cleveland Road. If you don't know where that is, I
No.
can't tell you.
Well, would you say it's a mile?
Well, maybe probably less than a mile.
Less than a mile. Yeah. When you went to school.
But it was across a big hill up there.
Oh, well, that takes a little bit more energy climbing those
Yes.
hills, doesn't it? Did you bring your lunch to school?
Well, if I had anything besides jelly and biscuits, I was ashamed to take jelly and biscuits, so I didn't do without lunch.
Really? Young people today don't do things like that anymore.
No.
I don't think they do without much.
Hey, it was a blessing to have a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
No, you had biscuits.
But I bet they were
To have a
good.
piece of bread out of the store, oh man, that was a luxury.
That was a special thing,
Yeah.
wasn't
Mhm.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
But I can't stop repeating. It was nice. It was enjoyable. I might say what you make out of it. I'm sure all my siblings didn't feel like I did, but it was just nice to me when I look back on it.
Mm-hmm. So even though you didn't have a lot, you really had everything you needed.
No, but I did with what I had. No.
Now, you're going to have this 90th birthday.
Hmm?
You're going to have your 90th birthday pretty soon.
1st of October on a Saturday.
And they're going to have a party for you.
Gonna have a big party.
Now, is there anything special you want to do on that day?
No,
Just another day.
just say go home. Hurry up, go home.
Well, I hope they don't come on Monday and interfere with the bowling league.
I won't. Nothing stops my bowling. If I am able, nothing stops me from going to work if I'm able to go. Now, if my family comes, they understand
Uh-huh.
that I'm working.
Uh-huh.
I get up and go to work. We'll enjoy each other when I come home.
Now, how did you decide to, growing up in this small community, how did you decide to go to Washington, D.C. and New York?
I had a sister, a younger sister, and an older sister. My older sister, I think, first went.
Mm-hmm.
And we followed, you know.
Sometimes people think that, outside people think that people that live in Appalachia never go anywhere or do anything.
I think when one person, in a big family, if one person moves, more of them do. I have a family living next to me, the Burrells, and they had a sister to go to New Jersey. Next thing you knew, they were all there, you know.
But you came back here.
Well, to visit, I came back here to be with my mother when she was dying.
I see.
But I moved because I knew I would stay with her.
Uh-huh.
So that's how nobody ever thought I'd come back here to stay, but I came to stay.
And how's it been?
All right.
Just fine, huh?
Yeah. Hard to get a job.
Yeah, it's hard to
If
get a
you
job.
don't have an education, and I didn't have an education,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. I finished 7th grade. Like most, wasn't just black, I think, in this part of the country. Most schools were one classroom, black, white, or what. It was one classroom, so that was the education.
And getting a 7th and 8th grade education was about all anybody did back then.
Yeah, well, before before the school office burnt down, I think they said in there I had 8 grades, but I didn't have 7. All that information burned up, so
Mm-hmm.
I know what I had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you have a world of information, though, that you gained through the years.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All they have to do is, you know, stop, look, and listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I learned that from my mother, who said she finished 3rd grade, but she was so smart, you know. She could do anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's if you're out around people, you know, you learn.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. She learned to read. And the one thing about now a lot of people don't, but I talk about blacks. The black people in this town speak a lot better than people in Bristol, all around this area.
Mm.
The English, we have better English. You speak better,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
If I talked to you on the telephone, I probably wouldn't be able to tell if you were black or white.
You probably wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
There has been people
Mm-hmm.
who said such.
Yes, you know, and I come where I live in Ohio, and particularly in Ohio, you speak much clearer English than what
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't explain it, but I think all around Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee, Bluefield, all those kids, they had a better education than we had here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it is, but we do speak better English.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how old was your mom when she
She was
passed?
82.
She was 82. So you've lived longer than your mom.
Mhm.
And how about your dad?
My daddy, I think, was 80. I think he was 80. But I had an uncle that was 95.
Did you?
And I had a granddaddy that was over 100.
Well, you may have a long time to go yet.
Well, I don't know if I want all that.
I hear you.
It's all right as long as I'm up and able to
Yeah.
go and do,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, are you able to get any medicine and things you need to take care of your diabetes
Oh,
without?
yes. Oh, yes.
So you have all that taken care of. Well, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, I think I've asked you all the questions I need to. Is there anything else you want to just tell us about?
No. No, I wish it was.
Well, it has been a very much of a pleasure to meet you.
Well, you too. And I'll ask you a question.
Sure.
There was a meeting at the government building. Was you there?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
You were there too, weren't
Yes, I
you?
was.
I remember that now. Wasn't even thinking about that meeting. Yes, I was the one getting all
doing
those.
all those pictures and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Well, thank you.
Very enjoyable.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for coming over today. You brought the sunshine.
That's right.
I knew I could do that.
You're the sunshine lady.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
No, but there is a saying, and I tend to believe it. Life is what you make it. You can be happy and go, or you can fret, and, you know.
And you've been a happy lady
Oh, yes.
on most days.
Thank the Lord most of the time.
That's
And usually if I'm not, I keep it to myself.
yeah.
I try not to spread unhappiness and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Now, do you drive?
Yes. Please.
Well, I know you had the ear problem, but it looks to me like you see fine.
I see pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. That makes you able to get out and go any place you want to then.
Well, I don't go too far anymore.
Yeah.
I may go to Abingdon if I have to,
Uh-huh.
but I don't go too far. I mean, I'm aware that there could be problems
Yeah.
anytime, you know.
Well, it sounds like you're prepared.
It's a blessing to be able to drive around town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your own. You can be independent
Yes.
and take care of yourself
Yes.
that way. Yeah. Well, Elvie, thank you so much for coming and
Well,
visiting.
I'm glad I got your message. I almost missed it.
I left her a message yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Usually
so.
when I go home, I listen to my message. I don't know how I missed this yesterday.
I called about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah. And I usually listen to my messages when I get home, but I missed yours.
Oh,
I
well.
heard it today, though.
Well,
and I thought, when did this come?
Well, we're glad that you were able to come over, and thank you for.
Yeah, and
joining
then
us.
I think the last meeting over there, somebody reminded me and told me about
Chuck may
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he had the sign-up sheet.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, just keep doing what you're doing. It seems to be the right
Thank
thing.
you. It's working so far.
It is working
That's
fine.
good.
And
I enjoyed you down at the government building. I
Well,
really
thank you.
enjoyed that.
thank you. We're working with the coalition and trying to get some things started for young people, and so we may get you out teaching them how to bowl or something.
Okay. Whatever that means.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
But I'm glad if there's anything I can do or say to help somebody.
Well, that's what it takes. It takes people talking to other people.
That is one of my favorite songs. If I can help somebody as I travel this world, then my living will not be in vain.
Oh,
And that's
wonderful.
yes.